Hi, I'm Janity and welcome back to my kitchen. And this time when I say welcome back to my kitchen, you are on the kitchen side, I'm on the family room side. I'm not going to fight the Florida sun anymore. This has been a really crazy week for me. My mother spent 4 days in the hospital and I'm so happy to say that she's back home and she's doing great. But it totally cut into my Philadelphia cream cheese time. I wasn't going to work on it until I knew Mom was okay. So today's our last day and I have 6 dishes that I want to make for you, but I'm getting some help from some friends. I have 9 of our very best friends out on the patio enjoying themselves, and they are going to help me by eating the dishes as they get done because I don't have enough room in my refrigerator for everything I'm going to make today. I'm starting with Bobotie. It is South African comfort food, and I didn't intentionally eat it. The way I found it was really by accident. A number of years ago, my friends and I were at dinner with my husband, and it was a buffet at a wonderful African restaurant here in Orlando. We have some fabulous restaurants down here. You have to come down and try them. But I saw a dish that looked really delicious and just put it on my plate and took a bite, and it is South African comfort food. It has the look of an egg strata. So this is our base of our Bobotie, and it is ground meat and spices, raisins, and actually just like any dish that's a comfort food, there are so many different varieties of recipes, and this is my take on it because I didn't want to use ostrich meat, I didn't want to use lamb, so I used pork and turkey. But you could certainly use your favorite meats for it, but you'd want to have a mild meat. You don't want to use sausage because you're adding some interesting spices, just a little bit of curry powder. You don't even really taste it. It adds an interesting undertone to the dish, and a little bit of cinnamon. If you've eaten Greek food, you know that cinnamon is great in meats. So, and it's going to be topped with an egg custard. So, in speaking of eggs, I'm using a 1.5 cups of egg and a 1.5 cups of a mixture of cream and milk that I'll be pouring on top of this. But I wanted to show you, these are ostrich eggs, and when I think of this dish, I can just envision some lovely South African woman going out and just getting 1 egg for her Bobotie, but it took me 6. So all we're going to do is pour our Bobotie, our custard on top of the meat. And I should mention too that what I did is I did put butter just around the sides of the dish. So what I'm going to do is pop this in the oven and go out and spend some time with our friends, and I'll see you when this comes out. This is Bobotie. As you can see, it has a meat layer on the bottom and our wonderful custard on top. And I wish you could be here in the kitchen to smell the fabulous aromas. I'd like to tell you how Philadelphia cream cheese makes this dish. Traditionally, there's a milk product in the meat layer, and I've used really low-fat meats. So the Philadelphia cream cheese adds wonderful moisture as well as flavor. I really hope you try it. When I was a little girl, my mother used to tell me when I was afraid to try something new to open a new taste bud. So for those of you who think this might be a walk on the wild side, I'm going to ask you to please open a new taste bud. It really is African comfort food, and if you have just 1 bite, you will love it. I would like to thank Paula Dean and all of our folks at Kraft, but a special thanks to all of my friends who supported me during this week while my mother was ill. It meant so much to me. So thank you very much. I'm going to get these dishes out to our friends on the patio, and I'll see you for my next dish.